Michael Burry expects a huge Bitcoin market crash. Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, and today we're talking about Bitcoin, what Bill Miller thinks about Bitcoin. Can it go to 100,000, man? Like, honestly, I might have changed my mind on Bitcoin a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, man. Bill Miller might have changed my mind a little bit, man. He did an amazing interview with William Green. You have to check it out. Talks a lot about different topics like Alibaba, like valuations, the economy, a range of stuff. But the Bitcoin part was really eye-opening. It kind of changed my view a little bit. So let's get into this video. Let's talk about it, man. Can Bitcoin 10x? Will it be 100,000 by the end of this year? What is Bitcoin going to do? I mean, also going to talk about Michael Burry, man. Michael Burry is so against Bitcoin. It's crazy, man. He has everything to say against Bitcoin, man. And it's just eye-opening. So many different point of views of what's going to happen, how they see Bitcoin, what Bitcoin's going to do. It's a lot of stuff, man. So let's get into this video. Bill Miller is a legendary investor. He beat the S&P like 15 years in a row, and that's kind of his claim to fame. He made huge bets on Amazon before the whole tech bubble. He doubled down on it. He just crazy mindset. He put in money in Bitcoin before it was even Bitcoin's the thing. He put money in Bitcoin before Bitcoin became such a big thing. It was at $100. He put it at he doubled down at like $400. Man, so he very contrarian investor. He understands the different point of views that people have on different subjects, on different companies, and he's able just to see different things. That's what I love about him. That's why he changed my mind. So we're going to go over some of his best quotes concerning Bitcoin, right? So let's get into the first one, man. I'm willing to go over this waterfall with this one too, comparing his belief in Bitcoin today to his faith in Amazon stock when the dot-com bubble burst. And that's big, man. Like, if we really think about it, understand what Amazon did. Amazon went through a huge run-up, man, from like 2000 all the way to now. Amazon was an amazing investment, man. So if that's how Bitcoin's going to be and react in the future, man, it's a huge bet. And look what Bitcoin's rate at right now. 61,000, man. Like, it's going crazy. Bitcoin's going crazy. We just have faith in the digital currency because it's like a different point of view, especially when it comes to inflation. And this is what Bill Miller said. Bitcoin is almost like gold now. It's like the crypto version of gold. But you can't just keep having a supply, like the supply chain is different. Like, it's a different dynamics with the supply and demand chain. Like, you can't just mine gold. Like, you can't just mine Bitcoin. There's a certain amount of Bitcoin that he said. And gold, you can just keep producing more and more gold. You can get different people to dig up gold and get gold. But Bitcoin is almost like a limited amount. So the supply and demand chain is a little different when it comes to Bitcoin, which makes it amazing. So we have that thing. And then he says Bitcoin is less risky at 43,000 compared to at 300 because it is now established huge amounts of venture capital money has gone into it and all the big banks are getting involved. So more people are getting involved with Bitcoin. More people are adapting to Bitcoin. It's becoming less risky because there's no risk of it becoming like out of sight, out of mind, becoming this like kind of lost cause because more economies are adapting to it. There's economies adapting, saying, yes, we're taking Bitcoin. Like El Salvador is taking Bitcoin now, and just different countries are adapting to Bitcoin. And and he's basically saying, this is a trend. This is not going to stop now. It's just the very beginning. So as Bitcoin becomes more adapted into society, it becomes less risky, not more risky because the price is going up, which is actually, when you think about it, makes a lot of sense. Especially what you see is going on in this economy right now as inflation is at the highest point. It's like 5%. And the government still says it's transitory. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Inflation is nothing. Like, who cares about inflation? But people are seeing the opposite point of view of this and like, no, inflation is going crazy and Bitcoin is a perfect hedge to inflation. instead of using gold, like use Bitcoin instead, or Ethereum. Use something like that, and it's a better chance of surviving. And if you want to make your hedge bet against, like maybe you don't know if it's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Dogecoin, whatever, you can just invest in Coinbase. And he said Coinbase can be a company like Amazon in the future. And that's what Bill Miller is saying, man. So he's saying it can rival a company like Tesla, make a huge run up like Tesla. And honestly, even if you don't believe in Bitcoin, he's just like, why not just invest like 1% into Bitcoin? Even if you're just not sure of it, you just don't know. It can go to zero, or you can make 100x on your investment, or 10x on your investment. So it's not that risky when you think about it in that picture, which I love that concept. Like, Bitcoin has so much future potential. It can go like 10x from just this price right now, 61,000. It can go 10x, 100x. So you have all that profit, or it can just go down to zero, which when you think about it and you only have a 1% bet at your overall portfolio, it's not that risky when you think of it like that. So that just makes a lot of sense. And he also talked about, in this interview, he had some guy come to the conference, and he was from Argentina. And this guy from Argentina was talking about how the government has killed the currencies like 3 to 4 times throughout a 150-year history of his family living in Argentina, right? So he was saying that like they're tired of the currency as it's getting deflated, as it's like coming out of like hyperinflation. The currency is just going to shambles, right? So he's just saying invest in Bitcoin, a more stable kind of like asset value, so it doesn't go through, the government can't touch it. It has the blockchain, people can't really touch it, they can't screw around with it. There's a limited supply. Like, Bitcoin is a safety net from all that government interference with the currency. And when you think about it, I'm just like, damn, like, that makes so much sense. So it's just like almost like a nice hedge against what's happening in the economy right now, when you see no one wants to work. You're seeing supply chain issues. You're seeing hyperinflation, inflation going crazy, the highest it's ever been in like what, 4 or 5 decades. Like, holy crow, like there's so much to talk about with this. So you can understand why Bitcoin has so much possibilities, man. So what do you think about Bitcoin? And then we gotta look at the opposite point of view. Someone like Michael Burry talking about Bitcoin. Like, what is Bitcoin? Like, Bitcoin is going to trash. He's finding ways to actually short Bitcoin. Michael Burry, like, that's what he's going against. So look at Michael Burry, man. Crypto membots and pumpers reply to big accounts in huge numbers for the promotion. He's just saying Bitcoin's a promotion. Deleting tweets knock it back. Going private allows tools to discourage them. But it's breathtaking, this religion of real and fake people. The speculation probably tops anything in history. And that's what he's saying. Like, he's like, this is all speculation. No one understands Bitcoin and what Bitcoin can be. It's gonna tumble. He's telling people how to short Bitcoin. So you just see the opposite point of views on this topic, and it all depends on what you're looking at, man, because Michael Burry expects a huge Bitcoin market crash, but Bill Murray, Howard Marks, Ray Dalio kind of say like, no, there's potential for Bitcoin here. It's not all about that. Like, it's a huge hedge against what's happening in the world right now. So guys, tell me what you think about this. Who's right? Are you invested in Bitcoin? Are you gonna buy Bitcoin? Has your mind changed about Bitcoin over in the past like month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is, man? Leave your comment down below. Tell me what you think. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I get back to you in the next video. Peace.